This would be fucking
Good.
I'll be the young filmmaker with fucking pizza in the interview. Yeah. It's funny because also too, I was actually with Quentin Tarantino the other night, and we were sort of going through his prints, or watching some prints and stuff, and he had a Reservoir Dogs 16mm print, because I guess they make sort of 16 prints for like prisons and stuff now, you know, and it makes me want to get one of my movie, you know. Anyway, he shot it Super 35 scope, you know, and but this was a sort of 133 16 print. And I was like, Quentin, you're not really going to watch this. I mean, I said, let's put it on. I want to see what it looks like, you know. And then I realized that it wasn't scope, and I said, you're not going to watch your widescreen movie in 133, are you? He was like, no, it'll be great. And when it started up, it was so kind of exciting because it had that kind of like shitty...
Was it locked off, or did they pan and scan?
No, they didn't pan and scan. It was locked off,
wow.
You know. And it was kind of exciting because and it was 16, and it felt like a different movie. It felt like someone, like a student film, had done shot for shot Reservoir Dogs with the same cast. You know what I mean?
Were you happy with your film?
Very.
The Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say that it's the plan. You know what I mean? And I can't even think at this point, because I'm still so kind of wrapped up in it, believe it or not, that what I would change. I know there's probably a couple things I'd like to have done differently, but it's not like I didn't stick to my plan. Well, the idea of the firecrackers actually comes from two places. It's a distant piece of background action in a movie called Putney Swope, directed by my idol, Robert Downey, Sr. He made it like the late 60s. I mean, it's just an incredible film. And there's this scene where this guy gets off the elevator. Wing Sony is coming to this new mousetrap device, and he's got this sort of sidekick. And this guy's behind him, and just sort of pap, 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 and then he says 3 or 4 words, and then they get back on the elevator.
Yeah.
And I was like, I called Bob up, and I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing, and I want to take it, I want to run it through a whole scene and make it foreground action, you know, and I want to, like, say that it's my idea. And he was like, great. And another thing is that my dad was in early television, actually, in Cleveland. Actually, not early television, but sort of like a long time ago, mid-60s. And he kind of was this horror talk show host. He would, like, come on and introduce sort of bad horror films, you know, Beast from 50,000 Fathoms, this kind of stuff. And he was one of the first guys to like chroma key himself inside the movie, you know, and like comment on how bad the dialogue was and how bad the movie was and all this kind of stuff. And he would constantly blow stuff up with firecrackers, you know, and just kind of like take like little skeleton skulls and like throw firecrackers at them. And so the combination of those two sort of father figures with firecrackers, there it is in the movie, you know.
I mean, one of the things I loved about your film was the fact that you never ever took the right turn on a cliche. You know, everything's cliched in your film.
Yeah,
it's fucking great.
Yeah,
you know, but you then there's a sort of real gentleness about it.
Yeah,
which I found really kind of moving, actually.
Yeah,
because I'm so fed up with the way films are going. I really don't like movies anymore.
I'm. You know what? I don't know. It's so funny because I want to be with you, but I don't. I'm scared to say that because I feel like I'm bad mouthing the cause, even though I know in my ass, in my back pocket, it's like there's shit out there. Yeah, it sucks, but it's almost like I want to keep it to myself because I don't want anyone to see our collective cards. It's like, yeah, we're fucking up like crazy, and I wish it wasn't going on. You know.
But I don't think we are fucking up like crazy. I mean, I think, you know, there's a this school and there's a that school and there's a this school, and you know, ultimately it's about storytelling, it's about narrative drive, and that will win through.
True, but don't you think so? I mean, I like the action genre. That little club is fucking up lately, and I love those movies, and I want them to succeed, and I want to see good action adventure films. You know, I wanted Godzilla to be wonderful. I mean, I love monster movies. And I wanted that like, it seems that department is really not is not sort of
but that department at the moment is a committee filmmaking process,
which is but that's unfortunate.
That's like the sacrifice that cinema has made. Okay, guys, you smart boys and the odd girl, you can have that genre because that's money and everything, and then the
But it's really unfortunate. I mean, that's unfortunate. I don't want to fluff that off as that's just the way that is. I think it's unfortunate because there's there is such a thing to be made as an intelligent Godzilla movie, an intelligent sort of like action-adventure film. They're out there to be made, and it's unfortunate that that sort of genre is getting killed by committee. I mean, it's almost like right around the corner the romantic comedy will be next. Well, it's happening right now, actually.
They turned that corner.
Yeah, they're getting them right now, and next will be
I
like...
could name a few. Yeah.
Oh, I could name a few this summer. You know, I've wanted to for a long time make just... you know, go to a comedy, you know, a straight comedy, a real romantic comedy in the most traditional way, you know. I mean, fuck it up in an untraditional way, but a traditional sort of dive into it thinking it was traditional.
Yeah.
But, and maybe it's in reaction to something about Mary, but I'm ready to go like right away.
There's lupine horror next tonight on Film 4. Our Neil Jordan retrospective continues with his gothic fantasy, The Company of Wolves.
Next Tuesday on Film 4, celebrated filmmaker Mike Figgis talks